Hello and welcome to the second Escape the Wheel tournament ever on YouTube as far as I'm aware of. That's right, we're finally doing another one since it's been almost exactly a year since the last one. And I'm not saying this will be a guaranteed annual event, like maybe if there's enough demand for it then I'll probably do it, but I figured it's about time for another one of these. Anyways, it's gonna work pretty much the same, so before we get to the actual gameplay, let's check out the 16 competitor roster for this tournament. So we have the competitors split into 4 groups of 4. So let's go ahead and go over the competitors that will be competing in this tournament. So starting off with our first group, we have Pumpkin, Insanity, Vortex, and a new marble, Mysterious Blue, which I've had for a while, but I never actually came up with a name until about now, pretty much. And then the second group, we have Lava, Ghost, Lemonade, and Popcorn. That's right, these are actually 2 different marbles now. Originally, this was just an older version of this, but I like them both, so might as well have them separate. In group 3, we have Blaze, Fireball, which is a competitor that hasn't appeared in a really long time, Jawbreaker, formerly known as Rainbow Sprinkles. I just changed it to Jawbreaker just because that's easier to say. And then we have fan favorite Zebra. And then the last group is Slime, Storm, Cat's Eye Yellow, and Frozen Ocean. The way that each round is going to work is that in each group the marbles will be in this bingo wheel, and you see this cup here in the center. The first 2 marbles to get into that cup and get to this finishing area will move on to the next round, and then the other 2 marbles will be eliminated. So yeah, it's basically just a race to escape the wheel as fast as possible. So, yeah, let's just get to it. Oh, and by the way, one last thing I want to mention before we get started with the first matches is that there is going to be a little twist. I didn't immediately do this in the first round of the first tournament, but I've decided that for this round, the marbles will also have to watch out for these 3 metal marbles, which will also be in the wheel as like obstacles pretty much. So anyways, we're almost at 3 minutes, so let's just get on over to the first round. Alright, let's get our first group of competitors in there. And the tournament officially starts now. Alright, that was a very quick match, and Insanity almost made it, but the 2 marbles that finished first are Mysterious Blue and Vortex. And just to clarify once again, these metal marbles are not competing, they're just obstacle marbles. So, these 2 marbles are moving on. Alright, here's match number 2. Let's see what happens this time. And wow, it looks like the 2 yellow marbles, Popcorn and Lemonade, made it. So, yeah. Who knew that these very similar looking marbles ended up being the exact ones moving on? Alright, here's your competitors for match 3. Let's see what'll happen this time. Oh, by the way, the reason why I have this is just so it's easier to turn this handle. I don't need it, but it just makes it easier. Alright, this next round will start now. Wow, that was literally the shortest round yet. Looks like the 2 marbles that made it are Blaze, who fell off, and Fireball. And finally, here is the last match for round 1, featuring a few veterans and a few newer competitors. So let's see which marbles will take the last 2 spots in the second round. That was another pretty fast round, and it looks like the marbles that made it are Frozen Ocean and slime. Alright, we have now narrowed the field down from 16 to 8, with only 2 groups remaining in the competition. And now we're going to cut it down from 8 to 4. And in order to do that, it's time to begin the second round. And this time, we're going to switch things up a bit. Instead of the marbles having to avoid those 3 metal marbles, they'll now have to face off against 4 magnetic marbles, which they also magnetize to the wheel itself, which should make for some interesting moments, because they basically form walls. So let's go ahead and get started with the first match of round 2. Alright, let's get the second round underway. Well, the first match of the second round. Alright, it'll start right now. Okay, once again we had another marble falling off, but they still moved on because they got out of the wheel in time. Looks like the marbles moving on are Vortex, who fell off and got lost down there, and Lemonade. Alright, this is the last match for round 2. It's time to see which 2 of these 4 marbles will move on to round 3, aka the semifinals. Let's see what's gonna happen. We're gonna find out now. Okay, looks like the last 2 marbles making it to round 3 are Blaze and Frozen Ocean. Alright, so looking at the tournament bracket, the 4 remaining competitors that are still in this competition are Vortex, Lemonade, Blaze, and Frozen Ocean. In this next round, the semifinals, what's gonna be the obstacle for this round? Well, the marbles are gonna have to face off against the big marbles, or boulders, or whatever the proper term for these is. Yeah, it's kind of like the metal marbles from the first round, but these are even bigger and heavier, so this is gonna make it even trickier to get in that hole, and that could lead to longer matches. So, the way this is gonna work is that there will be 2 matches of 2 marbles each. So basically 1 marble in each group will advance to the finals, and the other one will lose and will be competing for 3rd place before we actually start the final round. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to the first match for round 3, which is Vortex versus Lemonade. Alright, let's find out which one of these 2 marbles is going to be competing in the finals, and which one will get 4th or 3rd place at best. Alright, the semifinals will start now. And it looks like the first marble moving on to the finals is Vortex. Lemonade will be competing against the other semifinal loser for 3rd place. Alright, it's now time to find out who the other finalists will be. We're about to find out now. And it looks like the other finalists that will be competing against Vortex in the final round is Frozen Ocean, one of the newer marbles. So yeah, for a newcomer, pretty impressive that he was able to get this far. And, well, he could potentially win the whole thing. And also, I should mention that all these marbles have been competing for the very last spot in the Season 6 Tournament of Champions, which is coming out after this video. And we're almost at the end of this tournament, but before we can get to the final match, which is, of course, Vortex versus Frozen Ocean, we're going to have a 3rd place match between Blaze and Lemonade. So the loser will get 4th place, and the winner will get 3rd place. This is the bronze match right here. Let's see which one of these marbles is going to take 3rd place. We're going to find out now. And it looks like the marble getting in 3rd place is Blaze. Let's see if we can get Lemonade out. There we go. So Lemonade gets 4th place, which is still pretty good. And Blaze will finish in 3rd. And now that that's over, it's now time for the moment you've been waiting for. The final round. Just like all the finales from the majority of my other tournaments, this is going to be a best 2 out of 3. So the first marble to escape the wheel 2 times is going to win this tournament and take the final spot in this season's Tournament of Champions. And what are the obstacles that the marbles are going to have to avoid in this grand finale? Well, I've decided to throw in the 3 mega marbles from last round and the 4 magnetic marbles from the round before that and the 3 metal marbles from the first round. And to top it all off, 10 ghost marbles. Yeah, one of the most important quotes I think I've ever heard in my entire life has got to be, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. And that's definitely not a delusion at all. I'm sure that everything definitely needs to be overdone, including this. And no, I don't have a girlfriend. Why are you asking? Anyways, let's go ahead and do this epic finale of epicness. Yeah, this is probably a bad idea, because this is like overcompensating way too much, but whatever, let's do it. Remember, first marble to escape the wheel twice is gonna win this tournament. So here goes the first match for the final round. The final round officially starts now. And it looks like Frozen Ocean is gonna get the first win. Now Frozen Ocean just has to win one more time in order to win this Escape the Wheel tournament. But of course, anything can change. Alright, here goes the second and possibly last match for the final round. It will be the last match if Frozen Ocean wins, of course. But anyways, this second round will start now. Oh wow, look at that. That was a very short round, but it looks like Vortex got the win this time. So both marbles are tied for 1 win, which means we're gonna have a third and final tiebreaker round to decide it all. Wow, I feel like I've said that a lot in past videos. Alright, this is it, the tiebreaker, the true final match for this last round. It's time to see which one of these 2 marbles will make it to the Tournament of Champions and be the last marble to do so in this season. 3, 2, 1, go! And would you look at that? It seems like Vortex is the winner of this Escape the Wheel tournament. Wow, that was an epic finale. There were a lot of close battles, and that last match was pretty long, but in the end, Vortex was the winner. And a marble that only joined my series very recently did do pretty well, ending up in 2nd place, but it looks like Vortex is the final marble advancing to the Season 6 Tournament of Champions. Finally. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this crazy tournament, and also thank you a ton for 500 subscribers. Somehow, I forgot to mention that until now. But, yeah, I don't know what else to do for 500 subscribers, so hopefully you guys will be excited for the Tournament of Champions, which is coming up next. I know that I usually try to have a new video every 4 days, but I would imagine the Tournament of Champions is going to take a bit longer than that, but I'll make sure to keep you guys updated with sneak peek images of the tracks from the tournament on my community tab. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this, and yeah, goodbye, guys.